In my 2014 TED Talk, I proclaimed in an empowering way that we embody our roles, our values, our stories. We live in those stories and we live according to them. I mean, I was basically saying that we become the stories we tell ourselves. And this reality is a good thing. Well, guess what? I discovered that I was dead wrong. The stories we unconsciously tell end up becoming us, which is antithetical to living a full and empowered life. It may sound like a good thing, conscious, considered, and voluntary, but in reality, it's a passive, involuntary, and very limiting and dangerous mental construct. Western psychology tells us that human beings are not born with an identity. No, instead we construct our identities by integrating our life experiences into an evolving story of ourself. Please trust me when I tell you, you will never be free to be who you really are and to be fully alive until you mentally work your way through this collective hallucination and see the truth for yourself. Because everyone is confusing you with their habits and assumptions, telling you what to do and how to do it, and constantly changing their minds arbitrarily. But no one is teaching you how to think, how to approach life, all of the traps that your mind will set up for you, absurd fears, silly desires, regrets, worries, insecurities. No one helps you understand how your mind and the world work together so you can make them both work for you. Instead, they want you to remain hypnotized and believe in what they want you to believe in, primarily for their comfort and benefit. So even if you don't genuinely enjoy what you're doing or totally agree with it, the rhythms of the familiar, your script, lull you into a routine, and your powerful mental movie keeps you hypnotized, lost in your role. There's a big difference between what you like and what you do. What you do is dictated not by what you like, but by what you subconsciously believe you should be doing to keep you and those in your particular drama safe and undisturbed. Happily ever after. If only, right? Many of us are living in a world of unrealistically high expectations, a perpetual state of life not matching our invented mental scripts. And we have no idea how to make those stories manifest in the real world. If you allow yourself to get lost in your story, you will feel frustration and anger when life doesn't match your script. You'll feel anxiety about the future and about what others think of you. You'll constantly compare yourself and your circumstances to others. See, if you're being a mindless, serious character in a delusional story of more, better, faster, and right, and with you as its central character, you'll try relentlessly to make everything and everybody fit your script. And when life matches your script, you'll be placated, for a while. When it doesn't match, you'll be unhappy, frustrated. And when life doesn't match your script and you can't figure out how to make it match, you'll feel desperate, angry, depressed. Only you can decide and truly evaluate how you are presently living, and more importantly, how you are willing to live. To discover how to do what you really want to do, and to do it in harmony with your inner self. Because the reality is this: you are not a character in a story defined by an imaginary past. But you can't escape that reality if you don't even know that you're living in a story. Now, can you? The American mythologist Joseph Campbell summed it up beautifully when he said, "People say that what we're all seeking is a meaning for life. I don't think that's what we're really seeking. I think that what we're seeking is an experience of being alive, so that our life experiences on the purely physical plane will have resonances with our own innermost being in reality, so that we can actually feel the rapture of being alive." Feelings are what we're all seeking from life, from every single decision we make and everything we ultimately say, think, and do. And increasingly, we're looking for those feelings in all the wrong places. Poor substitutes for the feelings of authenticity and aliveness that we truly desire, and which live inside each and every one of us. Look, everyone's fate is known, okay? We all die. There's no way out of saving ourselves. It's our destiny that's unknown, because no one can predict the outcome of his or her actions. Life is not a scripted story. There is no plot, no perfect ending. Living fully and consciously isn't a linear goal. It's a circular one. Rather than life being a narrative about moving forward and getting somewhere through action, attainment, accumulation, happily ever after, it's really poetic. It's about turning your various experiences inward to come to the center of your own existence, to find and unite with your essence. And then out of that center, action naturally emerges to bring that inner spirit, your unique truth, to the world. It may be hard to see, but you are your meaning. You are purpose. So here are your options. Live your life as an exclamation mark, true to your deepest internal callings, or live it as a question mark, passively dragged around on the leash of conformity. It's your choice, and one of the very few that you actually have any control over. And I can assure you that 20 years from now, it will be the only decision you'll wish you could do over again. So join us on an inspiring journey to find your true and deepest self. Reach the ultimate in personal growth and radiate possibility into the world, because you are not a character in a story defined by an imaginary past. You are the energy of the universe, temporarily experiencing the world in human form. Let's come alive and make the most of it.